What's good, y'all? We back with another episode 7 with a special guest.
Who are you, man? Don't ask y'all now. Do not ask y'all now. You was asking to be on the pod. Don't ask y'all. Who are you, man?
Larry.
All right.
Maury dad
Other than Larry.
Damn.
Hold on. Let's formally introduce ourselves. This is Reggie. I am Maury.
This is
Pops.
This is a phone.
Today, as you can see, we got Pops here.
OG.
We just going, you know what I'm saying, touch into the line of OG real quick, you know what I mean? So, if they don't know who you are, give them a quick rundown of who you are.
Really? Let's see. Where do we really start?
I say we start in New York, Brooklyn.
All right, we start from
From the
Brooklyn.
beginning.
We got a lot of characters who say they rep New York and Brooklyn and say they've been through a lot. You got a lot of rappers out there faking that they've done everything. They've shot this one, shot that one. But I'm coming really from Brooklyn. I grew up in Crown Heights, Bedford Stuyvesant.
Like that.
Anybody that know me know I'm legit. I'm official. I'm not saying I was out there gunning people down, but I've seen a whole lot of my life, and I know a lot of cats out there that lived that life, and I did live some of that life, but the life I live now is totally different. But I came from the bottom and worked my way all the way to the top with adversity, with struggles. But I gotta say one thing. I gotta send a nice, beautiful shout out to my aunt and my uncle, because without them believing in me and standing behind me, my aunt B and my uncle Eric, who I call my second parents, because they never gave up on me. And when you have a family that really sticks in there with you when everybody counts you out, that makes you a better person. That makes you want to strive harder to be that better person. Mm-hmm. And I got to thank them for what they've done for me. They get all the accolades because they never gave up on me. And I love y'all and I thank y'all for that.
All right, so I got a quick question. You talked about how, well, briefly you said that a lot of people faking facade, you know what I'm saying?
Any
do
names?
You feel but do you feel like any type of way when like you hear somebody be like, oh yeah, or like you see people nowadays like a 6ix9ine, right? You see them be like, oh yeah, I was in the streets, I did this, I did that, and then you coming from a little bit of that background, like how does that make you feel?
From a old school standpoint, I feel like you got to be real with yourself. You know you didn't really live that life. You know you really live like, why lie about it? Right. Just be you. You know what I'm saying? I was in that whole era with the Alpos and the Run DMCs and the Mike Tyson when he first came out and was just knocking jokers out. I've been through it all. I've seen it all. And anybody that knows me from around my hood would tell you, yeah.
Run that.
You know,
See, so it's your hood. So wait. So we confirming it's your hood.
it's my hood.
Yes, sir.
Spicy.
I salute my hood. My hood. But you know, from a standpoint of, you know, when you see a lot of these movies like Paid in Full, and you see a lot of these American Gangster and Me shows, and all these movies that represent really violence and gangster style, is but really too many people that can say they actually lived it. I came down in DC when it was hot, when crack was going for $50 for a little small rock. I'm gonna keep it real.
Keep it real.
My team, when they first told me about it, I laughed about it.
Simple City, right?
Simple City. And when they told me about it, I laughed about it, but I wasn't laughing when you could hit 5,000 in less than an hour and a half. That's how hot it was. You know, so every
had to
cat
go into business
that came out of Brooklyn, that was a true hustler that came off the streets in Brooklyn, and they seen a way to come up. They did. They did. Right. And I don't ever knock the hustle, because you got to do what you got to do back then to survive.
Yeah. That's how it, I mean, I feel like that's a little bit how it is today. Not too much, but like when you see somebody going through it, like I remember like one of y'all telling me about like one of y'all men, and y'all was all like, yeah, he going through it, all this and that, and you see why he does what he does. But then again, it's also like, dang, could there have been a better route? Like back then, do you think there could have been a better route for like you or somebody else?
Yeah, it could have been. I mean, I didn't come from that lifestyle from day one. I chose it. I used to always talk about cats in my neighborhood when they got locked up. I used to laugh, oh, you a jailbird, you a jailbird. I ain't never been in jail. But you can't look down on the next man because then you never know what happened. And I had to face that adversity when it happened to me. And I dealt with it. But then I looked through the eyes of what life can really hold for you. I can actually say that I know what it's like to get falsely accused. And I'm just keep it real because I've been there. You know, I was coming down on a certain time and I came through Baltimore, got off Amtrak, and they hemmed me up. And they threw a whole lot of fake charges. But I persevered, and it's but the blessing of God and people that was caught up in the situation that came real about it. But I was looking at 40 years of my life. You know, and sometimes that can wake you up to see what life is really about.
I mean, I wouldn't have been born.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been born.
It's tough.
You know, but, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like the younger generation, these guys hustle with really no purpose. They hustling for a pair of Jordans, really.
Yeah.
Hustle where you're going to take that money and you're going to make it work for you. I'm not condoning hustling right now by no means, so don't take this as me saying to you to go out there and go in the corner hustle. I'm just telling you that I was once told, if you're going to do something, do it big. At the end of the day,
Right.
You out here hustling for a pair of sneakers. Hustle to put yourself through college. I know a lot of cats that came out hustling, put themselves through college. Some of them are doctors right now. Some of the doctors, lawyers, they're in the profession.
Wrong pharmacist. Wrong pharmacist.
They took their money and they turned it into something positive. Was it something that they should have did that could be condoned that what they doing was right? No, but they changed their life.
Yeah.
A lot of cats that hustle just to hustle, and then they have nothing.
Just to
For
say
the
they
name, yeah.
That's
You
my
know,
God.
living
I
off
feel
your
Personas,
I just feel
personas.
like our generation, bro, we got things like our priorities mixed up, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I like the fact that we're getting into this, bro, because I know there's people, you know what I'm saying, that every single one of our schools that needs to hear this. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Because people think that you selling drugs, you fighting, you
Drugging,
doing all this and
finessing, all
that
that.
makes you hard, when in reality it just shows
You look
like
dumb.
You,
You
yeah,
look
you
dumb.
like he said, shows
bro,
how
like-
dumb you are.
Like in his time, but like they were doing it for like you
A
know,
real reason.
better,
Get rich.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're down bad, so you gotta become undown bad. So
How was it living in the projects though? Like,
I came from a family of 9. So living in the projects was real. Back then, if you didn't know what y'all call, I guess y'all call it joning, we called it ranking back then. We would get out there all night and just go on you. We'd talk about your mother, your father, and you had to be strong.
Right.
You know, sometimes I used to get it, but then when I started dishing it and I started crafting it, you couldn't stop me. You couldn't stop me.
that's where I got it from.
You know,
That's where I got it
and
from.
to tell you how bad it was, if it was, we was outside on Friday night. This will start about Friday night in the afternoon, about probably 4 or 5 o'clock. We'll be going all the way till Saturday morning.
Cottonmouth.
And we were just we was going straight
No bev out.
ham on each other. But it made us all better at the end of the
Right,
day.
exactly.
You know, and you know who you can go against and who you couldn't.
But that's not bullying though.
That's
Can
not
we
bullying,
get
No, that's no.
It's like-
No. That right there is not bullying. That was a source of entertainment which kept us out of a lot of trouble.
exactly.
facts.
Joning is good for the health, bro.
But
Sometimes
good
you
for
can
the soul.
joan. Sometimes you can joan it and then not escalate to a fight. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because like if I
That's what
joan with
makes it weak,
somebody,
though.
like you know what I'm saying. If I joan with Kari, I know me and Kari aren't gonna come to blows. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm joking around with you, I know you ain't gonna want me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mostly because you can't now. Mostly because you can't now. You know what I mean? Ain't that right, buddy boy?
hey, don't make a mistake. I can still put it on you.
Pause. Hey, you know what he said? Hey, I ain't going there, fool. No, he knew what he said, fool.
Let me say something right now because I know y'all have taken the vocabulary and y'all have elevated to a different type of level.
We gonna let you slide. We gonna let you
You know,
slide.
Still like
so,
it. We know what you meant.
But I already know that I got to be careful with y'all because y'all taking the vocabulary and y'all changing it where it makes it seem something terrible. So I'm gonna refrain from that. But at the end of the day, if you know you can't take it, then don't get out there and dish it.
Don't dish it.
Exactly.
And then you want to go get a gun. Back then, we didn't need to pull guns. We just pulled our fists up and we won, we lost. But at the end of the day, that's what it was.
Taking your L on the chin really makes you a man sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're able to,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
Bounce back, fool.
Yeah, like if you take your L, right, and you bounce back and like really, I feel like stunting on somebody for real, like you let's say you get whooped, right? But then again, you end up with more success. So what you whooped me for? You know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I'm saying?
You're not gonna remember that fight.
And then either that or like, even if I say something about you, you whooping me isn't going to phase like what I'm still thinking in my head.
You still like
Like, exactly.
See, when we were coming up and we fought, it was, I'm going to see you at 3:00. Once school let out. And then it was on.
Meet at the playground
But-
at 3.
After that, it was done.
Right, exactly. I feel like now, I know
Drag it.
when we fight, well, I haven't gotten a fight, but I know people who do fight, bro. It's like they'll be beefing, they'll fight, and then after they'll still be beefing, bro. It's
on
like,
social media.
bro, what's the point of racking food if
They
y'all
want
not
everybody
going
to
I
to
feel like people take that whole persona thing to the next level because once you stuck in that life, and I'm pretty sure you can vouch, once you stuck, like people actually thinking that you're something that you're not.
Right.
Like a 6ix9ine, bro. If he's stuck as a what's a face, as like a like not even hard body, but he's stuck as a snitch. He's not getting that off of him. That's you know what I'm saying. That's something that's gonna stick with him for a brick.
Right.
I'm going to give you an example of something. I was running a store one time, and I never forget, I had some young cats that was working with me, and you never know what someone's walk is. So he was joking back and forth. He was cracking jokes. I was laughing. I cracked a couple of jokes with him. Well, he ran into some cats from off the street that knew me. So when he came back the next day, he mentioned my nickname. When he mentioned my nickname, I felt some type of way because I know that nickname doesn't exist no more.
Right.
So I was like, yo, I pulled him to the side. He was like, yo, I didn't know you was that dude. And they came to me and they told me. And I was like, just let it go because that's not who I am now. But you just don't know when you approach somebody. You know, you look at them one way and feel like they soft, but you just don't know what they really can do.
What they have back,
Yeah,
That's
and
what
he
I'm
learned the hard way from some cats that told him you messing with the wrong cat.
Pissing
You know
his
this cat
pants.
will put it on you. But at the end of the day, I never took it to him. I just told him not to mention that name again. But I think with y'all younger generation is that it's not about a rep because that's not going to get you far in life. It's about what you putting down, what you making yourself to be in the future. That's what's going to make you a man. A man don't make you.
My fault. Go ahead.
A man don't make you a man because you can get some girl pregnant or you can pull a gun or you flash your money. That don't make you a man. A man makes you when you taking care of business and you looking for growth in your life. Right. That's what makes you a man when you handling your business as a man. So all these young cats out here perpetrating, they done made a song and they got a couple of YouTube hits off of it.
Kill.
I hope you're taking care of your business at home. And I'm speaking this fast because I'm tired of seeing jokers faking like they getting it, but then you find out in the background
It's
they-
a whole
time
it's,
it's something
it's a
different.
facade.
Yeah.
They're not taking
That's
care of their
everybody.
baby
I see
mama,
that.
and it's embarrassing. It's
Real man gonna
embarrassing.
take care of his woman regardless.
For
A
example,
real man is going
us-
to take care of his family in general and put his family first. Before he go out there and buy them kicks, he's going to take care of his family and feed his family.
Right.
That's what a real man stands for. You can't tell me on Father's Day you're a real man because you gave birth to it. You didn't give birth. You gave something of yourself to help give that birth, but are you nourishing that birth? Are you nourishing your young son, your young daughter? Are you taking them the right way? And let me just say one thing real quick.
Wait, hold on. Before you get into that, I got a question for you. Do you think mom changed like your ways before, like before anything? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you
Like
was
a
in the
woman
street,
in
did
your
you-
life?
Yeah, did she like him and like Jay's my older brother? If y'all didn't know, so like did that really change anything?
That changed a whole lot for me because I'm not going to say I was mature all the way, but I'm going to say that when I realized what was more important to me, and I made a lot of mistakes in my life, so I don't have no regrets because those are the mistakes that I made. And for anybody out there that feel, that, you don't make mistakes and you make mistakes, but you learn from your mistakes, and you learn at the end of the day what's more valuable for you. And we're gonna always make mistakes in life, but we learn what's more important for us in life. And yeah, she made me a stronger man. She definitely made me a stronger man, and she opened my eyes to a lot of things. And sometimes you can't be a rebel. My father used to always tell me that, stop being a rebel. So, but you just gotta have positive people around you. And I'm gonna tell you, a friend is somebody who's gonna give you honest criticism, whether you like it or not. You don't want followers around you, because a lot of these rap stars got followers that's just hanging on them. I remember we went to a Wu-Tang Clan concert, me and my cousin Rick, and we was behind stage with them. And it was Onyx and all them, but we wasn't sweating them like that because we knew we were cool. Mm-hmm. But we had jokers that was hanging out with them. That
fanboying.
Yeah, they was all up underneath them, and I'm like, there's no need for that. Just be yourself.
I feel like a lot of people, like, we all know that one person at school that has that rep, right? And then we have those people that run around and do that thing behind them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh snap, he cool, so let me just mooch off of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of leeches, bro. A lot of leeches. And I'm pretty sure you found that out like the hard way when you was doing what you was doing. Like, people would leech off you to get money, to get to girls. You know what I'm saying?
Sucking up. Yeah.
Basically. It was like that, because when you coming from out of town from New York and you coming out here, you doing the numbers you doing, and you getting it. Everybody wants to be a part of your party because they want to get a piece of what you got. Mm-hmm. But the best ones are the ones who don't ask you for nothing, and they being real with you. They putting you in check. But I was the type of dude, I didn't hang out. And I had a whole team that we were all here together, but I didn't hang out with them all the time.
Right.
I stayed behind the scenes a lot and did my things for self, because when you get caught, you want to be by yourself when you get caught. You don't want a co-defendant, because everybody say they're going to be your friend, and when they get caught, they turn
when it comes down to crunch time.
Oh, they tell him.
Hey, Dad, ain't this wild, right? So we said, me, all of my men, we was all like, we was all like, if we get caught up doing something, right? Let's say we were doing something like bad, right?
Reggie's a wild man,
Reggie said, you know how they can't really hold you if you don't say anything, right?
Yeah.
So we said, Reggie, you gotta sit for this certain amount of time. Let's just say it's 3 days.
Don't say nothing.
You just gotta not say nothing.
You're not in jail.
He said he's not going to jail. You're not gonna go to jail. They can only hold you for 72 hours.
Sheriff's
If I didn't do the crime, I'm not.
But the thing is, you're
sitting in the sheriff's office, bro.
You're a part of it.
Well, if I did it, then I did it. But if I ain't do the crime, I'm not doing no time.
Bruh.
You're not, there's no time being done.
Exactly. Even if you didn't do anything.
In a waiting room.
Exactly. Bro, you just sitting there for 72 hours chilling. Reggie, I am still appalled at this. Like, ain't no way, bro.
I mean, if it was to like save like one of my closest friends' skins, bro, I just had to say absolutely nothing. Just sit in the office, bro.
Yeah.
I'd do it. You know what I'm saying? Facts. It's not hurting nobody.
Exactly.
I mean, you're going to have to pay me back for my time.
I know, bro. I know I couldn't like sit here and be on some like.
But I wouldn't allow my friends to be put in that situation though.
Yeah,
like,
that's bro.
The people I hang around with, I don't hang around with people who got, you know what I'm saying?
And as a certain friend, like my friend Kalera taught me this, right? You don't put certain people in certain situations.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I know Dakari's not a person of like that wants to fight anybody, why would I take him to a battle royale? You know what I'm saying? What that don't make no sense.
It doesn't. I remember a situation where they had me hemmed up, and they came at me hard. I still wasn't saying nothing, you know, because I felt if you want me, then you got to get me right. I'm not going to give you anything you want off the top. And
evidence,
you know. So if you want me, you got to come for me. You know, at the end of the day, if you sign up for that fight, then you in. Because that's what you want. You know, back then the mob had it. Once they shook your hand, it was a done deal. You was in. And it
ain't no getting out.
It was no getting out.
Death.
And that happened to me one time in my life. And a couple of my cats know. We was at a jewelry store, and the dude shook my hand. He said, "Man, you got some nice hands. You know you can get with us." And I'm like, "Oh nah, I ain't messing with y'all," because I knew the circumstances. Once you in, you in. Mm-hmm. And I felt I didn't want to be in under somebody else. I'd rather be by myself.
Right.
Do you think having mob ties at the end of the day will hurt you better than helping you? Like, let's say, like, if you were to be in like a certain situation where you were hemmed up and they were able to get you out, would that be like beneficial to you? Like, did you ever see that as being beneficial?
if you got caught up with that type of group, and they get you out, they're getting you out for one reason. They're about to put you down. Because if you can implicate them in anything and bring them down,
They're gonna get rid of you.
You done.
You don't hold your own water.
Yeah. They, because at the end of the day, they got to protect them first before they protect you, and that's how it is, man. It's sad, but that's how it is. And the younger generation, I tell y'all now, man, y'all really need to put them guns down, man, because when you take that life, you're taking more than that life. You're taking a whole lot with it. And it's not cool. You smile about it now, and then when you realize you behind them bars and you took that life, you can't give it back for nothing. Over nonsense, because he called you the B word. Okay, first of all, I don't appreciate when dudes yell at that B word. That B word to me is disrespectful. Facts. Because at the end of the day, you have a mom. So if you call a chick the B word and she let you, then she's a fool too. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be 100 about it. Mm-hmm. Calling a woman the B word is disrespectful. And I wish the day somebody would have ever called my wife or my mom's or aunt the B word. They won't have to ever worry about talking ever again.
I also got another question for you. So you know about the whole Tory Lanez and Meg situation, right?
Yeah.
We got like 9 minutes left on this joint.
All right, bet. So how do you feel about that whole situation? Because I know you talked about it briefly with me, but I really didn't get to like really tap in with you. Like we gon' let's go down the line about it actually. So Reggie, how you feeling about that?
I feel like they was first they was like that. They made it seem like black women be protecting black men and black men don't protect black women. No. I feel like that wasn't the right situation to even bring that up anyways. Bro, you're talking about two celebrities, one shot the other. That has nothing to do with us protecting them.
Did she actually get shot?
No, yeah, she actually got shot in the foot. It's actually like a gun wound, a bullet wound. I'm
killed, bro.
But I feel as if that's just wild. But go ahead, finish.
No, that wasn't really. I just feel like y'all shouldn't put that with that situation. Like it was a sad situation that he shot her in general.
But why?
I mean, but understanding from a girl's perspective, it's like, dang, like we already get the worst of the pregnancy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We always get the backing of a lot of things. So me understanding that, I'm like, okay. Like a lot of men slander, I understand it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, sometimes it's well warranted, but sometimes it's just out of the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? Because if you like go to ride with me, I'm gonna ride with you, and that's just how it's supposed to be. That's how it will forever be. What on my side? You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I see a black woman protecting me or anybody protecting me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna protect them back. So that's why I try to go above and beyond and try not to you know what I'm saying, degrade anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you never know what can happen. I don't think Meg thought that Tory Lanez was gonna shoot her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So why did he shoot her though?
I guess they got into like a little like argument or whatever. She got out the car, and apparently he just shot out the window, hit her in the foot.
I know he regretted it too.
Is he still in jail or is he out on bail?
It's just like I just feel like, bruh, sometimes people like purposely push people to do irrational things like that though, because nobody really knows what happened, right?
I mean, it's confirmed that they were in an argument and that.
But about what though?
But then, bro, funny. I don't think there's any situation where it's
shoot.
To shoot nobody. Well, especially a black woman in the foot. So it's like, what really? I understand what you're talking about. Like what triggered it? Yeah. But then again, at some point, bro, it's like with that like what we have on our page when the boy got pushed her in the water. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel as if now with the. Did the camera turn off?
Not yet.
All right. So it was like.
Wait, did it? Oh, wow.
All right. So it's like with that situation, when you see like somebody do that, sometimes it's better to turn the other cheek. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And definitely when you have a pistol and you're with a woman and a black woman at that and successful at that.
First of all, number one, you can't let nobody, and I say this right now to all you young rappers or whatever you want to call yourselves out there, you don't let no one take you out of a character where you got to put a hand on them or you got to shoot them.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're protecting your life, that's different. But over an argument, because maybe she didn't want to see something your way or she told you it was over or she didn't want to give you no bread or whatever the scenario is, that's a punk move. I'm going to say that right now. It's a punk move to shoot a chick.
Facts.
So whatever you did, you was wrong. And I'm gonna say it right now, you was wrong because she should never got shot. I don't care what went down.
Facts.
She should have never got shot, and that's my final answer on that one right there.
That's like y'all heard about the kid in DC, right? When he got caught in the crossfire. You know what I'm saying? Because like apparently there's some war going on in DC, in the city, in the streets, and all that. It's like that little kid. I forgot his name.
They're talking about the football player.
Yeah, the football player, bro. He got shot apparently in crossfire. Lil Lo's girlfriend got shot in crossfire, and I forgot.
This was in DC?
Yeah, this was in DC. It was like 3 people, like in like the past 2 months got killed. You know what I'm saying? Over like people bringing like certain things to the street. Like I feel as if like in the street life, I feel like if you got no boundaries, bro. Like I don't think nobody back like nobody. I mean, it happened, but I'm saying like people wasn't targeting little kids and all this and that.
Here's the deal. If you got a beef with the next crew, then you go find an open field and y'all can play John Wayne and whatever you want to do and take it to an open field where nobody else is going to get hurt. You out here blasting guns in the neighborhood where anybody can walk by and get caught in your crossfire. Once again, I'm calling you out. You soft. You that built like that? Take that crap and go to an open field where y'all can do one-on-one and y'all ain't got to worry about nobody else dying. Because I'm tired of seeing innocent people dying because 2 jokers beefing over he took $50 from me or he took a sale from me. That wasn't, it was worthless. It's worthless. Young men, wake up and cut it out.
Yeah. Because definitely with the North Point thing that passed, like somebody died due to gun violence. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's sad that it really has to take a life to like get people to open up and wake up.
Like with material, like bro, people don't understand like materialistic stuff. Like, bro, that doesn't go with you when you die, bro.
Facts.
That's why, bro. My parents told me not to trip over things like that. Like, even getting a new computer, like none of that, bro. Instead of focusing my whole life on this, bro, there's way more other things I should be worried about.
Life is a bigger picture.
Exactly.
And I don't care how many cars, houses, or whatever you have, that if that has defined you, then you got some personal issues going on. You got some mama, daddy, bad issues going on. You define yourself in this world, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to my young Afro-American. I'm talking to the whole generation. I'm not just going to put it at that. I'm putting it at the whole generation. If you need money, cars, and houses and clothes to make you feel better and make you feel like you've made it in this world, then you got some real issues. You need to go sit on Dr. Phil's couch and get your head right.
I feel like with that whole thing, that comes like, I would like to just thank you for instilling in me young that like materialistic things really don't, you know what I'm saying, really don't matter. Because I remember it was times where we ain't have enough to get, you know what I'm saying, certain things. So it was all like, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Right. You gotta rock the shoes that you may not like rocking. You know what I'm saying? And then once you wait your time, and like
life is bigger than a pair of shoes.
Yeah, and then once a lot of people wait, like the thing that's really big for me, stay down till you come up, bro. Like that's really true. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like who would have thought that? Like LeBron, who would have thought LeBron was gonna be from homeless to billions? You know what I'm saying? When you see a random homeless man on the street, you first thing you think about is their problems. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, how did they get there?
That I'm proud of y'all 3 because y'all taking a stance on something and y'all doing something real positive. So you can hold your hat to that. You know, me and your mother, we had a nonprofit for pregnant and parenting teens. I mean, I've got to meet some very important people in my life. I got to move the president. I've gotten to move. I met Shirley Chisholm when I was coming up. I met a lot of positive people in my life. People that I would have never thought coming up out of Brooklyn I would have ever met, but I was able to meet them. I did a whole ESPN 30 for 30 shoot. When I drove for Greyhound, those type of things stick with you for your life, you know, because people look at you like, oh, you're never going to make it. But I'm telling y'all 3 right now, I'm telling your generation, if you want to make it, you got to put the real work in, and then you'll make it. You'll make it. You'll be the person you really want to be, but do it because you see growth in what you're going to do. So, fellas, I take my hat off to the 3 of y'all. Keep doing what y'all do, and you're going to see the fruits of y'all labor.
Most definitely.
All right, so right now we're going to talk about the Jacob Blake situation. For that's crazy, man. Like, you're going to shoot somebody 7 times for reaching in a car, and then, like, there's videos online, people reaching in their cars, punching police officers, running after police officers, nothing's happening to them. That don't make no sense to me.
Can you explain like the situation though for the people who haven't seen the video?
Well, from what I saw, I just know that I don't know if he was getting arrested or what, but
He broke up. Apparently, he broke up a fight.
yeah, he broke up a fight, and I guess the police came and stuff happened. He reached in his car, he got shot 7 times
In front of his kids, paralyzed.
You know, this is like the most saddest thing to hear when you watch your parent get shot right in front of your eyes, and I don't know how old these kids were, but they're gonna have to live with this for the rest of their life.
Traumatized.
There has to be accountability for what's happening, and to the young Afro-American male right now, what's going on. It has to be some real accountability that these jokers can't continue to keep doing this. But what I say to my young men is we cannot make it any worse than what it is. Burning down a town is not going to resolve anything, because you're not making a statement. You're making a statement that we're ignorant. Now, I know we're fed up.
Statement.
Exactly.
I know we're fed up. I know we're tired. One thing I got to say is I appreciate what the NBA did. I appreciate what Kenny did. By him stepping up and walking off that platform, working for ESPN, took a bold move. It could have some bad ramifications, but he stood up for something.
I could have. Yeah, Shaq and what's her face should have stepped off.
It's a difference from getting your point across through protest and then like being blatantly destructive. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been a whole bunch of cities, you know what I'm saying, where they're destroying things that have no business being destroyed. Icebox and all that, like they're wild.
Malicious intent.
Yeah,
you're killing your city from a production of growth, of bringing financial gain to your city. Because you know what they say to us when we destroy something, and I'm gonna be straight up. Those Negroes don't deserve nothing new over there. They're destroying everything. Why should we put our business back in their neighborhood when they're just gonna destroy? They're gonna steal. They're gonna rob us and everything. And let me say something on that note when it comes to business. You want to do something? Boycott the liquor store. Boycott going to 7-Eleven.
What else?
Boycott going buying clothes.
Spent that high.
Especially when the free money was out there. I've never seen so many brand new cars touching down on the street. So many TVs being bought.
We gotta be smarter, bro.
We gotta be real smart. We in some real dark times, ladies and gentlemen. And it's about to get a little bit more darker. You gotta be wise on how you spending your money. Your bread, your guac, whatever you want to call it. You gotta be wise. Because it's gonna be a time when currency might be dead.
Trading.
So think about what you're going to do with that little stimulus check you get or the unemployment that you get.
Make it double.
use it for some.
Use it for gain for your family. I mean, I'm not going to say you shouldn't do a little here and there, but look at the longer run of what you want that money to do for you. Let me tell you something. Chinese people stick together. That's why they keep money. The Pakistanis that come here and get these businesses, they keep money.
Jewish people
have always kept money.
Africans
know how to make money and keep money. Now, I'm not going to say that there's not a little bit of evil in all national, because there is. But the one thing that gets us, and I hate to say it, is that we can't stand to see the next man with a come up.
I feel like it's just self-greed.
So
And that's on all levels.
If all four of us let's say all four of us is hustling together and we all tight. It'll take somebody from the outside. Yo, son, I think he get a little bit more than you. Yo, son, he get a little bit more than you.
Like that pimping it. That's
just to change it up. Why don't you just step off from them and you gonna eat the whole thing by yourself and you ain't gotta worry about it. Yo, son, you know I'm down with you, right? But they playing you. You gotta stop letting the fools get in your head. You gotta be able to think for yourself. Third parties out the question. There's no third party in my crew. Yeah, so at the end of the day, you gotta do the right thing to see what you want to see and value in this world, man. And this senseless killing, we gotta stop letting them put us down like we animals, man. Because that's what they got us made out to be. And I'm gonna tell you right now, to anybody that's gonna be watching this when it comes out, your vote matters, whether you think about it or not. keep putting a Republican like that clown Trump back in office, and you're gonna see where we're gonna be at for another. He's not gonna make America great. He's gonna make his pockets great. Let's ask: do we know? Have accountability for all that $3 trillion that went out? Who's counting to see where all that money really went? Who's doing the booking on that one? Huh? Who's really doing that? That's why I tell you, education is power. Your mind is power.
All right. So on that note, I got a question again for y'all. Do y'all feel like the self-hatred in the black community is the biggest? You know what I'm saying? Because I know from my standpoint, I see it as is like a lot of people like they see other people eating and they be like, dang, I want some of that. Mm-hmm. Instead of like asking them how they get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They just try to be like, yeah, I'm going to brace him up off that. I'm going to take him up off that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like, why don't we all just sit at the table and eat good? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so like what Pops was saying, like with the business, like if us three start a business and somebody out, like from the outside, like he said, like you can make it on your own. Like imagine if all three of us making money, we all coming up. Like we're going to be like
you know what I'm saying?
Those guys, like, instead of just being me.
Facts. I feel like in a sense, food, like, I understand that all the way, bro. But that I feel like when you're like in touch with yourself, bro, like that also becomes like when you're a little bit insecure, like, you know what I'm saying, that Pippen and Jordan thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pippen was mad, you know what I'm saying? Because he's doing the same thing like Jordan. Yeah, he's doing Jordan-X things, but he wasn't getting the same amount. You know what I'm saying? Pippen was always seen as the sidekick when in reality he was low-key doing his thing right along with Jordan. You know what I'm saying? But people like to override that. You know what I'm saying? And see it as like, oh, nah, bro, he outdoing you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my teammate, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would love to see your teammate get a sack, right? You gonna celebrate with him. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, man, that should have been mine. You know what I'm saying? Because that just shows who you are at the end of the day.
Well, you know, it's sad that people get caught up like that. I mean, like I said, every man come up is their own come up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I gotta make $300 million. You gotta make $400 million. That money's gonna be here. You're gonna be dead and gone. Mm-hmm. Right. When do you define you have enough to take care of your family? It's good to set your family up.
That's a great question
for the long haul. But this is so much greed. You sitting on $500 million, $500 million, and you telling me you can't do more in your community?
Yeah,
man. Anybody sitting on that type of cake. And, you know, let me put this out there to all those celebrities and all those NBA players and anybody that's about something. I take my hat off to all of you, the ones who are doing the right thing. Mm-hmm. But the ones who are selfish, you need to check yourself because I'm going to tell you, when you get to the kingdom, he don't care that you made $500 million.
Facts.
Right. What did you do with
it? They don't got ties in heaven.
Exactly.
They don't got ties in heaven.
You know,
I know my parents have raised me like, even if like anytime I go to the gas station, whatever it is, and I get food, bro, I always got to get something for everybody else at home. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people just have that selfish mindset. I'm the only one here, so I'm the only one that eats. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're not here, so you don't eat.
Like, that's wrong. I mean, but I feel as if certain things call for like certain validation. Like if I were to be like, all right, bro, I'm doing this, and I'm putting my time and energy, and you just try to like swoop in. I gotta be selfish sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, you gotta be pick and choose. Because I know there was times where people wanted to get put on, right? But you had to be selfish sometimes because you knew that wasn't good for business. Because you know either they ran their mouth, they wasn't moving it right, they wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It's certain things that go into that.
Certain people.
Yeah. It's certain people you can't bring into your circle because they can't handle it the way you can handle it. I'm not going to say, you know, and everything isn't for everybody. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everything isn't for everybody because when we came up hustling, you had to be all well-rounded. You had to be the point guard, the shooting guard, the center, the forward, and the power forward. You just couldn't play 2 positions. You had to play 5 positions. And that's what it was about. The thing about it is that you always want to try to put everybody on, but some people you put on, they can't deal with it. It's too much power. So then they become reckless. They want to do things. Now they want to take you out because they feel, man, I don't need them no more. You know, and it's around the wrong people. Mm-hmm. You know, and that goes in anything in business and life you do. You got to put yourself around the right people. You know what? I salute Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett says, I can make it, but I want everybody else to get a piece of that action.
So I got a question. What defines power? Like, what can give you 100% legit power?
Power can come from a whole lot of things.
Honestly.
Power should come from your intellects on what you understand out of life, where you're going. The power you want to have is the power to control your destiny.
Exactly.
That's
the type of power you want to have to control your destiny and move the way you want to move.
That's true power, bro.
Just power, like homeless people, I feel like they have the most power in the world because they have the most potential. When you coming down from the bottom, you have no choice but to go up.
But you see, I'm gonna tell you about some homeless people. If you don't know they walk, you don't know where they've been at. You could have been talking to a Fortune 500 person that just fell down on their luck.
Exactly.
You know, and it hit them hard. It broke them down mentally. You know, one thing I could say, it was a time when the stock market crashed. And I hate to say it, the white people were going up on the roof and jumping off. Oh, we don't got no more money, boo. Black person's like, oh, well, I never had it from the beginning, from day one, so I ain't jumping.
You gotta keep on working harder.
So you gotta keep striving harder. You gotta keep digging deep. And that's how you see it. You may not see it all at one time, but you're gonna see it.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you believe in that man up there, he's not gonna let you go. Let me tell you something. I've been at the bottom of the deck so many times. And I never said that I don't believe in that man upstairs there. He took care of me. He took care of my family. He's given me opportunity to this day to still elevate myself. And you know that for a fact. You can't count me out. My family tell you can't count him out because I still believe. And I know that, guess what? I can start at the bottom, get to the top. But what's defined you getting to the top?
I feel like
happiness.
I feel like bro, power is such a bro. Like, bro. I feel like power is such a term that's used and misconstrued because like you can have, I feel as if the best type of power is just like y'all said, like self-power, like power in the mind.
In your own,
you know what I'm saying?
In your own skin, no matter what you have going on.
Just because like all these rappers have like, you know what I'm saying, long, like they have like money.
Materialist.
You know what I'm saying? That's not power. Bro. Like Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z, even without the money, I feel as if he'd still be powerful. You know what I'm saying?
The same thing.
His word, because like I feel like you're nothing if your words don't hold weight. You know what I'm saying?
Here's my question to y'all three. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Probably getting out of college, either being but playing professional sports or in the office working.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself in 5 years either probably doing something with photography or like this radio stuff. Like I really like talking, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm probably gonna be graduated from college. You know what I'm saying?
Reggie, where you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself getting my master's and getting a 6-figure job in 5 years.
Okay, so now that y'all see yourselves in 5 years, the key to what you do with that now is you speak it into existence. You write it down, you put it on paper, and you speak it into existence. And as you go through your life, check off how far you've got.
That works so much.
And when you realize that, you'll see where you're going in life. You can look back.
Simple.
And say, wow, I did this. I had to fall back for a minute, but now this is where I'm at.
I told y'all that, bro. Like every day, fool, if you're not doing something that's like benefiting your end goal, bro, then what are you doing?
I feel like that's just stagnant people. Like, bro, exactly. I was talking to somebody about this, bro. Like, stagnant people are just the worst type of people.
Bro, you going to parties, bro, getting drunk, high, all that. But at the end of the day, bro, how is that helping you in the next 5 years? Like he said, bro.
Bro, my motto has been like this little past like 2 weeks, bro. Cardi been with me. I've been feeling high off life. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel as if like things that I'm doing that make me better make me high off life. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like I bet you got a good feeling when you touch money. You know what I'm saying? I get a good feeling when I'm just having fun, laughing with my friends. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like my goal is to make everybody in my life happy.
Let me tell you, when I did the Apollo, that was like a game changer for me. To be on the stage with the Apollo Theater. I did Showtime at the Apollo, and I was on stage with Steve Harvey.
Wait, hold on. How come I ain't know this? When did this happen?
You touched a little tree stump?
Huh?
You touched a little tree stump?
I had to touch the tree stump. It was on a dare. I was with some cousins that I went to school with, and it was a dare. And when they called me up on stage, I thought it was going to do some comedy. He was like, yo, L, you're gonna do some comedy. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. Steve gonna call you out. You're just gonna raise your hand and you're gonna go up there. But we got you. I said, okay, cool. I get up there. They swap it up on me. They said, you gotta do the Sandman. I said, what the hell? Sandman? What, you know? But I went with it. And that put me out there. But I've always looked for the next level to take myself to. You know, and I'm gonna tell you, when people count you out, you gotta count yourself in. And when you can look back on your life and see all the things you've done, not only to better yourself, but to better your family, then you know you're making moves. I can look back at my life right now and say, I've done so many things, and wow, you know, I feel good about it. If he take me tomorrow, I know I've done something very well in this world.
You legit have lived a crazy life. I'm gonna keep it, bruh. Dad, you've lived a crazy life.
Crazy life.
Like,
and I got some friends that lived a crazy life like me, but to be here now, to be here talking with y'all,
and
smiling about it, and thank God, you know, that I can breathe, and I'm not behind somebody bar on the phone. You have 5 minutes left to talk to. It's all a blessing, but you got to have the right people surround you. Once again, I go back to my aunt and my uncle and my cousin, who I call my brother. They never gave up on me. The hardest thing, and I know it's hard for y'all, is when people give up and say, you're not going to add up. You're not going to be nothing. You're not going to add up to this. All you're going to do is be a person who stay in front of this, do that, but you're not going to do nothing.
You got to work harder.
A coach told me that.
Prove them wrong,
You
bro.
got to prove them wrong. I'm telling you, you prove them wrong, and that joy just going to flow in.
Great.
You going to feel like the GOAT, bro.
You're going to feel like actually right. You're going to feel like the GOAT because you've done so much to say, guess what? I'm still here.
Proving people wrong is honestly
that's the best. Top 3 feeling in the world.
Not even like, I know, yeah, you be proving me wrong all the time, like in arguments and stuff. But I'm talking about like legitimate stuff. Like when somebody says you can't do this, bro, and you go out and do it 2 times fold.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. I feel like doubt, bro.
Who's checking you, bro?
Doubt fuels me so much, bro. And my brother knows doubt, like, you know what I'm saying, fuels me a lot. So he'll be like, man, you can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said, I bet you can't dunk. Now I'm getting closer and closer to dunking each day. You know what I'm saying? Calf raises, all that. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's what you got to do. That's what proved. Like your brother. I'm going to use your brother for example. My son was a turtle. Jay couldn't run for nothing. I'm talking about
Still can't.
He proved people wrong. He did what he had to do. He put the work in and running 4.37. Flying down the field.
I'm trying to race him.
Flying down the field.
I don't think you'll win that.
This is a cat
in the school zone. He can get a ticket.
This is a cat that he messed up his L5 in the back. He had to wear a whole brace. His back was messed up that bad, and because he went to a 7-on-7 tournament and he leaped on a turf field and hurt his back.
Oh yeah, he landed weird.
He landed and it messed him up, but he came back stronger. When he ran track made him a better person.
Junior Olympics twice.
Junior Olympics twice. You know, same thing with Mari. And I'm gonna say this because I'm proud of him. As much as me and him bump heads, I'm proud of him.
Give me a hug for the pod.
He was like, I think he finished in his division #1 in throwing the shot put. I still got the video on my phone to this day.
Nah, they seen it.
Yeah. And it's funny because he felt passion for the little kid that couldn't do it. So I'm more proud that he put himself into the little kid and say, I'm gonna help you. I'm not worrying about me. So he wasn't selfish, you know. But anybody who wanna achieve anything, man, y'all guys can achieve the world, and y'all guys can achieve the world, and y'all gonna be the difference maker. That's what I wanna see before I leave this earth. I wanna see difference makers. I wanna see those ones who's going to go out there and really change the world. Change where we're going with the adversity of Jacob getting shot in his back. I can't breathe, you know.
Change those outcomes.
Let's change all these outcomes for the better. Show them that we're educated, that we're smart. You know what? You can beat them better being smart than being a fool.
And trying to act
exactly.
You know, being a tough man ain't going to make you a better person. It's going to show that you got a little bit of something in you. But then everybody else who see that you think you the man because you can pull the trigger, they come to take you out because they want to be the man. Because now your rep is gonna be their rep. And that's why they come for you. That's why rappers go for each other, because they want the bigger rep. 6ix9ine, he's a fake rapper.
And that's from New York.
That's coming straight out of New York.
Straight out of Brooklyn, baby. Brooklyn, baby.
But you got to give him his props, though. He found a way to make more money. He done came home and made more money.
He's smart.
So he took his chance. So that's why I give him being smart. He found a way to make more money. Do I respect what he do?
No.
Nah, I can't do that. But
Reggie respect it? Wait, hold on. Reggie, you respect it? Wow.
What do you respect, though?
Mickey.
The music, or like what? I don't know, bro.
Reggie respect. He ain't take that time on the chin. But go ahead.
But life at the end of the day, fellas, is what you make it. It was a song we used to play back then about life is what you make it. Life is what you gonna make it. And you gotta look at your life and see how you gonna be. Every day you get up, you should be saying to yourself, how can I be better than yesterday?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
You know, how can I be better?
His soul.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you why.
You saying the same bars, fool.
You wanna play pro football.
He gonna play. My man gonna play pro football.
I'm gonna speak in his essence. I'm gonna speak it right into his existence. He's gonna play pro football. He just gotta remember every day when he get up, what can I do today that I didn't do yesterday? Reggie, you talking about you gonna be that business CEO, that Fortune 500 killer? You gotta look at what did I not do last night that I can do today that's gonna put me on my road to success. Mar, you talking about, you're looking at this is gonna be your next, and you gotta study. You gotta live this. You gotta live it, blood, sweat, and tears. You gotta think it, sleep it, eat it, and you got to live it. And you gotta figure, how do you craft yourself? I see they got these 2 twins on YouTube. Shout out to y'all because they doing it. And they doing it off of just commenting about a Dolly Parton song. A Dolly Parton song. I never heard it before, but we like it. Now everybody watching. You gotta find your niche.
Oh, you talking about the twins from? They from around here too. They be reacting and stuff.
So you gotta find your niche. Don't be like the next person. Find your own niche,
right?
And you gotta rock it. You gotta rock it, and you gotta believe it. And if somebody tell you, yo, son, you need to stop, man, you go ahead. I'm gonna keep this thing going.
2 times harder, bro.
I mean, y'all started what? One mic, 2 mics. Now y'all up to 4 mics.
Start off 15.
We about to have some boom arms next episode. Okay.
See? So you know what? Slow growth to success is better than fast growth to success. And y'all know why?
A lot of people rush that, but go ahead.
Because if you get success real fast, it's too much for you to handle. You miss a lot of loopholes in that.
Right.
But if you get a slow growth to success, along that road, you're going to grow mentally. Because there's going to be some people that's going to pop in and out like this. You're going to have to be able to say, I take this, I don't want that. I take this, I take that. Because everything you consume in is not going to be good for you. Mm-hmm. So you got to kind of analyze it. You got to do your homework behind it. So somebody tell you the sky is blue, you can't take it for fact. You got to go out there and define why is it blue? What made it become blue? Mm-hmm. And that's how you make it out here. That's how you make it. The blueprint is a simple blueprint, but it comes with some ingredients of have to work a little extra hard. Yeah. But when you mix up that final product and you throw it in that oven and you cook it and you bake it up and you bring it out, you got a masterpiece. Cake. Now you can start eating that cake piece by piece. And as you absorbing it, it's just fulfilling you because you did it.
Food, hey, Dad, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. How come I ain't get these OC talks? I mean,
but it's for the
I'm gonna just say that sometimes it's not the moment for everything, and right now, we in the zone right now, and it's. I'm speaking this out to anybody out there that's gonna be watching this. Pass it on to your next friend. This is a great episode. You're gonna get some good knowledge, and it's free. Nobody's charging you and telling you gotta send me $9.99 and you're gonna get this come on. This is free.
$100 a game. $100 a game. Look at the camera, Dad. This is $100 a game for free.
It's free.
It's $1 million.
I'm giving you some free advice, and I ain't got to lie to you. What I'm saying is all facts, is all true. Do your homework, do your research. I don't care. It's real, and I'm just speaking to the younger generation. And I'm speaking to some of the ones out there who came out of my generation. Sit your peoples down and really talk to them. Tell them what the real deal is. Help them. Because that's all they're looking for, is somebody believing to help them. You know, and a lot of fathers, I'm telling y'all out there right now, have that talk with your sons, have that talk with your daughter. Don't be afraid to hold what your past was from them, because sometimes that's going to help them in the future.
That job helped me.
I don't have a shame about being ever incarcerated or doing anything I wasn't supposed to do, because it's a part of my life. Mm-hmm. And if I didn't do that, then maybe I wouldn't be here right now.
I always think
so. Everything has a consequence and it has a purpose in life, and you just don't know how it's going to take you. You know, I'm thankful to still be here. You know, through all my adversity, and they could tell you I could have been dead, but I'm here, and I'm here for a reason. So I'm blessed, and I'm glad to be here with y'all.
Yeah. Appreciate you, OG.
Appreciate all y'all.
But
for real.
Our last topic.
Some people, bro, actually need to hear that, bro.
Yeah.
No cap.
That is true. That is true, because a lot of people, they try to they feel like the slow growth is just no growth. Like, you know what I'm saying? It takes time for a
patience.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It takes a flower don't become a flower in a matter of, you know what I'm saying, 2 days.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta consistently water it. You know what I'm saying? When you don't water yourself, you end up with absolutely nothing.
I want to ask Reggie something right now. Reggie, would you want a brand new car right now? Or would you want a used car?
A brand new car for sure.
You want a brand new car?
For sure.
You want a brand new car or you want a used car?
I prefer a brand new joint, but I'm perfectly fine with a used car.
Brand new car or used car?
You know I'm going with the used joint.
All right, I'm going to tell you. Here's the difference. Brand new car, it comes fully loaded. It's probably maybe do a couple of little things here and there. You tighten up the rims. You might change the music system out. A used car is like you start from the bottom, and you appreciate it, because now you putting a little bit of this into it. You put a little bit of that into it. You done put the wallpaper, paint, wrap on it, and now you got it. Now, every time you're putting something into it, you feeling real good about it. And it's your car. So it's almost like y'all playing GTA and
decking
your
the cars
player,
out.
You're decking the car, or you're decking your play out. He's nothing.
Right.
But now you just putting stuff on. Now you like,
adding to it.
You appreciate it. But there's nothing wrong, Reggie, with having a new car. I ain't gonna lie to you, there's nothing wrong with it. But it's nothing like when you take that used whip and you
that's basically like saying working for $1 million versus just getting handed
just
$1 million.
getting handed it.
Exactly.
Being
Anybody
fed from a silver spoon.
Anybody will take a handout.
Exactly. You know, and the one thing a lot of parents do is they hide, you know, their old life. I'd rather you know about my old life than you find out from somebody else. Then at least you hear it from me. That way you know what that is. It's legit. Or my father told me this so that I don't try to walk that life. Because that's what most parents are trying to do, is stop y'all from doing some of the crazy things we do. Now, I'm not going to say that you're not going to make mistakes, but I'm just saying that a real parent, exactly, a real parent is going to stop you in your tracks. You're going to still make your mistakes, but if we can stop you and minimize it, that's what we're supposed to do. You know, and that's what parents really supposed to do. But it's up to y'all to listen and take it in. You know, because I know y'all say, man, my parents is corny as hell. You know,
Facts.
Your mother thought I was corny. She didn't, but she never knew my personal lifestyle. You know, I was traveling all the time. I just told her, I'm just doing my thing.
Mom got some explaining to do on the pod.
You know, but when you look at your parents, enjoy them while you got them, because it's gonna be a day when we're not here.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
And if you don't absorb what we give you now, you're gonna regret it down the line. Like, man, I should have listened. That time when he told me or she told me something, I kind of shrugged them off, and now I wish they were here to really say that to me now. You know, but it's biblical. Honor your mother and your father, or your days shall be short. And it's not meaning that you're gonna have a physical death. It could be a mental death. It could be a death of you not getting growth in your mind. You know, but you gotta honor them. I don't care how much you may get mad with them, but they're doing things because they love you.
Right.
It's not to hurt you. It's not to make you feel bad, it's because they love you. And believe me, the ones who have lost some parents, they wish they were in a lot of y'all's shoes right now. So, understand that, and everything we do is not going to make sense to y'all. It's not, because the way y'all, that don't make no sense.
Yeah, you whooped me for a lot of things that I ain't even deserve.
Y'all don't even want to get into that.
You used to whoop the goofy on me for stuff I don't even deserve.
I don't even want to get into that whooping stuff.
Like, I know with y'all generation, y'all stay up till and I get mad, like, y'all wish he'd shut up, but then I used to do the same thing too.
I be getting mad when Mari plays music at 3 a.m.
Yeah, he played it this morning.
Yo, you gotta whip Mari.
I'm in the bed. I gotta go to work, and I'm hearing at 3 something in the morning. My wife, hey man, tell that joker to turn that off.
That Erykah Badu was hidden.
Now, I feel bad that they got y'all starting at y'all year the way it is, but you know what? I'd rather be able to wake up to see my son than to hear about him dying of COVID in that school building, because they still don't have a hold on this. And they try to open up schools, and you see what happened. So I know y'all might be getting short on a lot of things, but you're not getting short on your life. That's more important to me right now, more than anything else. I don't want to hear about none of y'all passing away because they put y'all in that building.
Thanks.
Until they can get a handle on this is what it's going to be. We just got to make the best of it. We got to be creative. We're creative people. Every sport we've touched, we've turned it all the way up to a whole different level. You put us to play hockey, we done got our foot in there. You put us to play baseball, we done put our foot in there. Basketball, forget about it. We football, we like running, so it was a no-brainer. When you running from the police, now you're running with a football in your hand. It was a no-brainer.
Money for it.
You put us to go swimming. You put us gymnastics. I used to watch Wide World of Sports. You gotta look it up because it's old, and it was nothing but white people doing the gymnastics.
That would hurt my eyes.
You give a black person a sport, and they just take it and run with it. We kill the game.
People don't like that.
Yeah, they don't like it. We're talented people. We're very talented people. It makes no sense. Tennis. Mm-hmm. What?
So I had my fair share. I had my fair share.
Soccer. Soccer. It don't matter what sport you put us in. Matter of fact, we're going to start playing water polo. We'll probably tear that up too. Don't let us play lacrosse because we want to kill each other. So we definitely going to do. I mean, it don't matter what we're talented people at everything and anything we do. So why are we killing our craft? Why?
People aren't tapping in.
Not tapping in, man. Not tapping in. So I say to this young generation, we giving you the torch. Take it and run with it. But do something good with it. Do positive with it. Make it worth our while to say that we've turned over the torch to you. Let's stop killing. Let's start making money the right way.
Straight from Brooklyn.
But so, you know what I'm saying? We want to say thank you for tuning in to the podcast.
Wait, I thought you was going to let him do it.
Oh, all right.
All right, so what you going to say? All you going to say is thank you for tuning into the podcast. We hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. And then on that note, once you say on that note, we're going to be like, get on that car. You got to close out to the camera. Like, you got to push it out. The camera right there.
So you tell me to tell them light.
Yeah, just do your best. Just do your best. Hey, freestyling pops. Freestyling pops.
All right. Let me tell y'all. I want y'all to love this podcast. Love what these young men are doing. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button.
What else?
Don't be a hater.
Yeah.
Please don't be a hater.
Yeah.
Don't be a hater.
Yeah. And on that note,
we out.
Get on that couch.